Hi guys, Shinter Gamer here, and let's continue the playthrough of Phantasy Star New Genesis. So, let's play it. You made it back in one piece. Stop by and see me. We can talk about the next steps. I'll be waiting for you. Okay. You want me to return to Central City?
Hey!
But what does that mean, Crawford? Did Dark Falls get away again?
Don't worry, everything is fine. Allow me to explain. Currently, we believe that this Dark Falls may have fled into space-time, just like it did before. But this time, it's on the ropes. It has limited regenerative abilities. However, it can only be fully recovered at that dock in Stia's nerve center. Which means it will have to rematerialize at some point.
How do you know all of that?
Lysis's records. And the data that Elma and I put together helped a little. Lysis created detailed records of the battle with Dark Falls that took place in Kavaris 100 years ago. He painted a very clear picture of it. I almost felt like I was there myself while reading those records. Anyway, he wrote a lot about the previous Dark Falls behavior patterns, as well as activity cycles. It sounds like the Ark's defenders of Kavaris had a very hard time dealing with it. And he wrote about how, just when they had dealt lethal damage to it with concentrated fire, it disappeared somewhere for a while. And when it reappeared, the damage had all been repaired somehow. That somewhere was that place in Stia.
Wow. Lysis wrote all that?
Yes, I wasn't quite sure myself until I saw it at Stia's nerve center with my very own eyes. However, we had always thought that Dark Falls and the dolls came from somewhere outside of Halpha. To think those bases were right under our nose the whole time. One can't really help but wonder who built them and when. But I suppose that's not important right now. Our next course of action is quite simple. Once Dark Falls rematerializes from space-time, we hit it with Central Cannon. We've mostly figured out its potential emergence points. It won't get by us unnoticed. But even if it did somehow, we still know where it wants to go. We just need to keep attacking and damaging it. Every little bit helps. It doesn't matter how long it takes, just as long as we win in the end. However, there is one problem. We can't be certain that it will be the same Dark Falls as the one prior to our data collection. It might be completely different, and in ways for which our data cannot account. You know, that is actually fairly likely. It is Dark Falls we're talking about, after all. We have several backup plans, but there's no telling how effective they may be. So, the strength of each Ark's defender is really what it will come down to. So when it does re-emerge, I'd like you to be at the forefront of the fighting, as usual.
What about us?
There's something I'd like you to do. I'll contact you about it later.
Okay, sounds good.
I know, it's been rough, but we're almost there.
Whatever it takes, we'll get it done. Just like we've been doing this whole time. Right?
Can you hear me? Crawford would like to speak with you. Please come to the Central Tower command room as soon as possible.
Mayumi, can you hear me? Due to your outstanding contributions as an Arc Defender, you've been selected to join a new mission. Dual quests. This is extremely dangerous mission, so make sure you fully prepare before joining. Well then, that's it. Good luck out there. Alright, I want to start the next chapter now. Let's see what we have here. We have scenes. Let's go see them. And then I'll return to Stia. Where? Oh, she's here.
Oh, hey. It's you. How perfect. We were just looking for you.
I didn't know you were in Central City.
Correct. We're here seeking treatment for the wounded, as well as looking to resupply. Once we complete that, we have but to await their recovery. Wasn't there something you wished to discuss, Commander?
Yeah, there was. You, really helped us out the other day.
Wasn't there more?
We've had a lot of ups and downs during this campaign. We found ourselves constantly wounded and lacking supplies. Even after years of fighting, we hadn't made it to the interior of Stia. Before you three arrived, I was even considering withdrawing from the region. But my troops' morale was still high. I planned on one last offensive before they finally burned out. And then, you three showed up. I had heard rumors. You saved Ratem, and even survived a Dark Falls attack. Then, you even paved the way for the reconstruction of Kvaris. I was skeptical, but I didn't have any other options. So I figured I'd try my luck with the three of you. And we all know how that turned out. Although the battle still isn't over, I need to say this. Thank you.
Yes, I owe you my thanks as well.
Are you two going back?
Yes. We haven't secured the entire Stia region yet. And the Dolls plant is still operational. I still have a lot of work to do. Conaway.
Sir.
I'm going to head back now. You oversee the treatment of our wounded and meet me there.
Yes, sir. Shocking. The commander almost never gives thanks to anyone. He does express gratitude sometimes, but I don't think I've ever heard him actually say the words, thank you. I suppose that demonstrates how much respect he has for you. Well, I'd better get going now. Let's meet again, soon.
We're about to hold a live concert in Ratem City. Invite all your friends and come join us.
Let's go to the browser. almost there. Hey, Dozer.
I didn't know you were back in Alio. I hear you completed your assignment in Stia.
I was just helping Glenn's crew out.
They are the best of the best, but the numbers were not on their side. I'm sure your support was a huge help in that regard. It certainly was something to see Crawford act so decisively like that. Neil Steele was Crawford and Glenn's most hated enemy. At first, Crawford said he would let Glenn handle it. But the truth is that he really wanted to settle that old score by Glenn's side. Fortunately, Dahl's activity in Alio at the time was minimal. It was an opportunity that might have never come again. That's why I didn't hesitate to give my blessing to his decision. I'm glad the three of them were finally able to close that chapter of their battle. Crawford, Glenn, and Hibana.
Kanui told me about Hibana. In that new Stia battle, I heard that Hibana... I'll say this one.
So, you knew about Hibana. Hibana and Glenn were close for a long time. She was always the type who wore her heart right on her sleeve. I'm not saying they were the same, but her straightforwardness was a lot like Aina's. When Glenn and Hibana met Crawford, the three of them started working together. Crawford and Glenn's relationship is still more or less the same as it always was. They've always gotten into it over differences of opinion. And it was always Hibana who would step in to mediate things. She had a knack for finding the compromise and getting them to shake on it. And she was really intuitive. She would just sort of throw a plan together and somehow, it almost always worked out. Which is the exact opposite of Crawford's unrelenting rationality, of course. Yet, they always seemed to get along. All three of them had very different personalities, but they just seemed to mesh with each other. Their teamwork in battle was especially impressive. Glenn would take the front, Crawford brought up the rear, and Hibana would float between them. And the three of them would just chew through the toughest dolls like that. It was a foregone conclusion that those three would one day lead Alio. But then, Hibana's death created a big void. Without her, Crawford and Glenn set off on separate paths that they each thought was best. Now that the score's been settled with Neil's Stia, hopefully, that void can finally be filled. Looks like there's some trouble. I think I better get going. We'll finish this chat some other time. Until then.
Bye. Okay, Let's look for more scenes in the other regions. Here we have Nethereth and Nethereth. She's close to this one. Let's go. And she's up there. Don't fall. I have to climb this. Hello.
Ah, it's you. I have heard of your deeds throughout the land. You've even taken the fight to Stia.
I haven't done anything great. It's all thanks to everyone's efforts.
I suppose so. We only attained victory ourselves after joining forces with you. No one can take on the doll's threat all alone. So, is it true that several dolls' facilities have been discovered in Stia?
Yes.
I hear that there is a plant among them that is quite similar to the lower level of Maquad. And that they found dolls' manufacturing equipment inside. I had presumed that dolls are born naturally, like other living organisms. I guess that is not the case. So, someone created the dolls? Who? When and why? I have so many questions, but I am a warrior, not a researcher. I'll leave that to Crawford. I've given the order for Retem Arcs to prepare for a new battle. Our wounds from the battle with Renus Retem have healed, and we are reorganizing our forces. We cannot simply maintain a defensive posture in the face of this new unknown. We will mobilize for war. We must also consider how to coordinate with Kavaris and Stia, in addition to Aelio.
Glenn and his crew are professionals.
Then we had better not let them show us up. People's thinking is beginning to change here lately. We may be able to join forces with those who think differently, while still honoring our treasured Retem traditions. We must not fear the change that will inevitably come with that. We must welcome any and all talent without prejudice. I've learned through my own experience that this is necessary in order to deal with so many threats. We still have many battles ahead of us. If we want peace, it is the only way. I hope you will continue to fight by our side.
Of course. I'll keep fighting. Okay, let's go. I don't know. Try here. First we go there. And And then we see it's Mary outside. Hey, Mary.
Oh, it's you! I heard the news. You went to Stia.
Yes.
I hear it's a really severe place. They say it's just endless fighting with hordes of dolls under a sunless sky. Well, you don't look any worse for wear, but what about the other two?
No problems. They're pretty warmed out. I'll say no problems.
Oh, I'm so glad to hear that. I was worried because I hadn't heard anything for a while. I'm just happy to see that you seem to be doing fine. If you ever need anything, you can count on us. I told you, right? We'll support you in any way we can.
I'll be counting on you.
That's right. We'll come running. Although, depending on the timing, it might not be all 5 of us. Oh, by the way, I wanted to tell you about what's been going on here. According to Ilma, he's been making progress on his investigation of Lost Central. And Aelio Ark's defenders are really pitching in, too. I also hear that Ark's defenders from Retem are showing their faces lately. And not just to fight, they're helping out with research as well. Grandpa used to always say Retem Ark's defenders only care about fighting prowess. But I guess things have changed a lot since then. Ilma is in Grandpa's study, organizing the data found at the site. He is thoroughly checking the data that Grandpa left for us. But there haven't been any more messages from Grandpa since that one time. We were hoping we might be able to find more clues in Lost Central, but...
I'm sure you will. Maybe there are places you haven't found yet. I'll choose this one.
True. We've barely scratched the surface of the snow. We'll just keep going, slow and steady. With both Kavaris' renewal and looking for Grandpa's clues. I'll contact you if we discover anything. We might even need to ask for your help. Of course, there would be something in it for you too. Take care!
Okay, Mary, bye. And there's one more. It's Ilma. Let's go there. Hey, Ilma.
Huh? Oh, it's you. I thought you were an enemy. I've already caused everyone quite a bit of trouble by being careless around enemies. Everyone is working so hard, and I'm just off searching for shiny minerals. But enough about that, I guess.
What are you doing here? Doing more research?
No, just clearing my head a little. Being cooped up inside all the time makes my brain start to feel sluggish. I've been thinking about Central Canon a lot lately. We modified Aelio's Central Canon based on the lost Central Canon data that we found. They share some uncanny similarities. Their photon generator values and their capacitor unit photon charge rates, for example. I mean, the specs are pretty different, but the basic construction is the same. That's why the lost Central Canon data helped us fix our problems with the Aelio Canon. Which means these Central Canons were designed with some level of mass producibility in mind. Lost Central and Central City share a lot of similarities to begin with. Both aesthetically and in terms of city design. Basically, Central City was built using Lost Central as a template. So it makes sense that they're similar, but that template wasn't designed by us. We just repurposed what was already there to use as Central City's infrastructure. All we really did was gather materials and build on top of the template that someone else created. You know, a huge container was found underneath Ritem City the other day. Know what was in there? Central Canon parts. And they were nearly identical to the Aelio and Kavaris Canon parts. I mean, you see how Ritem City is now, but I can't help but wonder if the original plan was to make it like Central City.
But who could have made it? You mean the people of Ritem long ago? I'll choose the first one.
Exactly. That's the inevitable question. I mean, someone other than the current inhabitants of Halpha. Someone who simply vanished, leaving massive structures all over Halpha. There's no doubt that these mysterious people existed, but we haven't been in a place to explore that mystery until now. With this new discovery, though, I think the time has come to get serious about figuring it out. What were they doing here on Halpha? And what happened to them? I have the feeling that we will need to know that information going forward. There's no guarantee that something worse than Dark Falls won't show up in the future. We need to know as much as we can in order to handle a wide range of possibilities. That's what I think. Oh, I'm sorry. There I go again on another one of my monologues. Once I get some things figured out, I'll try to explain a little more clearly. Well, the first thing to do is to try to find some leads. I'll be working on this together with Crawford and the Aelio research team. I'd like to include Ritem as well. Talking to you always helps clear my head for some reason. Thank you so much for listening. Time to head back to the lodge and start putting some ideas on paper. Take care.
Now, let's return to Stia. Okay. Go to the camp. Okay, we have 4 scenes here. Let me take some side quests before.
Emergency announcement. We have confirmed the presence of powerful dolls in the vicinity of the Stia region.
Hey, good to see you. I've been waiting. You got a time to learn about arcs, fighting techniques. I'll tell you all about them if you are interested. Okay, give me this. Alright, let me explain. You've heard of explosive decoys. They are decoys that can be used to lure enemies real close, like you can pick them up and then when you put them down again, a balloon-shaped holograph dummy comes out. And you can tell them where to go and use them to soak up enemies' attacks. You can mop up a lot of enemies all at once if you're smart about it. We are operating then on trial basis at the new Sun plant. Give them a try, you hear? If you can't find any, give it some time and try again. Explosive decoys. Okay, you have one more. What is this one? Alright, let me explain. Recently, an object called Neonin has been spotted in various parts of Alio. We don't know yet whether it is an enemy or something else. At this point, we know it's protected by a powerful shield. And we also know that something is stored inside. With your powers, you might be able to destroy one. I'm dying to find out what's inside. Go ahead and give it a shot. Neonin. Okay, so now I can destroy those things. Come back whenever you're ready.
Emergency announcement. We have confirmed the presence of powerful dolls in the vicinity of the Stia region. All ARC's defenders, please prepare
Good
for
timing.
deployment.
I'm in charge of equipment research here in Stia. My name is Shioji. I have a serious matter to discuss with you. Can you help? Okay, you want minerals.
I see.
Thank you. I've been trying to learn more about minerals in Stia, but I don't have much, I don't have enough information. So I was wondering if you might be able to help me with that. Specifically, I needed to get me some data on a mineral called Hexakite. It can be found just beyond the nearby plant in a place called Medulla Alter Area 2. Word is that even the battle group veterans can operate there alone. I'm sure you get skin alive if I try to go there myself. I'm counting on you. Thank you.
Stay safe.
Hey you. Oh, is it? I still haven't introduced myself, have I? I'm called Shirayuki. I have the honor of leading the 3rd Squad of Stia Vanguard Unit Battle Group. I'm quite intrigued by your abilities. I hope you don't mind if I put you through your paces a bit. You want me to defeat altars at night? Okay, except for now.
Yeah.
Your achievements are causing quite the commotion. Why some are even saying they want to emulate your fighting style. If it is all possible, I'd like for them to be able to see you in action. Your quarry is, let's make it all altars units. At night, when it would be more interesting, of course. The location is Medulla Alter Area 2. There are lava bombs there. Be on your guard. I can't wait to see your handiwork. Thank you.
Bye.
Give me a request. Oh, have you foraged for food in Stia? If that's something you're good at by any chance, I'd like to ask you a favor. Okay, want me to collect seafood? Okay. Accept.
Is that so?
Really? Thank you. I've never introduced myself. I'm Anna. I haven't been at this camp very long, but I'm in charge of all the nutritionals need here. I'm fighting around to see if I can make anything decent with the ingredients available in Stia. Unfortunately, I don't have enough to really experiment much. If it's not a bother, I was hoping I might ask you. Could you get some crisp Stia octopus and rich Stia hermit scraps? You should be able to find both of them in Stia outskirts. Thanks.
Bye!
Okay, let's go talk to Manon. She's outside.
Hello, hello!
It's not Manon, it's Aina. Where is Manon? Okay, it's Aina. Let's talk to Aina.
It's so hot. At least the heat in Retem is dry. It's all sticky and yucky here. You always put on a brave face, but aren't you hot?
I'm fine. I'm an android.
Oh, okay. I guess you Meteorim just handle extreme temperatures well. I mean, it's nice that we get to travel to so many different places, but... Glenn and his troops have been living here a long time now. Of course, the dolls here are tough too, but the biggest battle is against the heat. Even after a tough fight, they can't even rest and recover when it's this hot all the time. It's really like they're just fighting non-stop. It'd be nice if they could at least take it easy while they're at the camp. I guess they probably don't need our help, but still. Do you think there's anything we can do for them?
Maybe a gift or something. Something to lift their spirits?
Something to lift their spirits. Like what? Oh! What about if I make some food for them again? Would that work?
Yes.
They're always eating that hard bread, but I'm sure they'd enjoy a good meal once in a while too. Yeah, that might work. Thanks for the advice. I better start gathering up some ingredients then. Let's see. Last time, I made something hot because they were physically and mentally exhausted. But this time, I think something cool and refreshing is in order. I could probably put Kavera's fruits and vegetables to good use. I think I have an idea. Off to find ingredients.
Manon is still there. I passed her. Okay, let's return. Manon, where are you? Is she up? Hello.
Oh, I didn't know you were here.
Do you need something at the camp? Why don't you go into the camp?
No, I don't really need to right now. It looks like the Ark's defenders here are busy, as usual. At least their staffing and supply situation seem to be a little better. But now that they're operating deep within Stia, I'm sure their responsibilities have increased. And yet, I haven't heard a single complaint from anyone. Each and every one of them has an important role to play, and that keeps their spirits up. I've seen all of this somewhere before.
Do you mean in other regions?
It's definitely true that Ark's defenders in every region work hard. But the defenders in Aelio Town stand out in my mind the most. Aelio Town used to handle the defense of all outlying areas by itself. It was responsible for the entire area on the other side of the mountain from Central City. And, as you know, they did it all with very few Ark's defenders. It was hard enough just to patrol that area, let alone maintain equipment and prepare food. They gave it their all every day. And on top of that, they never knew when dolls might attack. Sometimes, they would be up all night defending against a sudden assault. And yet none of them ever complained or felt sorry for themselves. In fact, it seemed like they enjoyed life to the fullest. I didn't realize it at the time, but they were all so focused on playing their respective parts. And that's why they were able to give their all to everything they did. They never lost sight of their dream for a peaceful world. Now we're the ones who have to carry that torch. And I was reminded of that responsibility just now, while looking at the Stia camp. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to go on for so long. So much has happened. Sometimes I overthink everything. What we've been through, and what we will go through. I still need to process all these feelings. I'll see you later.
Bye. Okay. Next one. Aina. Can I jump this? Let's try. Yes. Go flying. Oh, there's... Let me touch that. But she's there. There's a tower. Touch. Oh, the crabs are here. Let me get them. One. Okay, completed. was a lot. Aina.
Oh, it's you.
What are you doing here?
I'm just taking a little break. Stia sure is a crazy place, huh? Nothing but jagged rocks and hardly any trees or grass anywhere. And dolls all over the place. I don't think the old me would have lasted even a single day out here. But here I am, with the two of you, somehow. I guess that means I've gotten a little stronger, right?
I agree. Definitely.
Really? That means a lot, coming from you. You know, lately, I've been reading Manon's journal a lot. Especially everything she's written about enemies. She writes about stuff like how each enemy behaves, and when they're vulnerable to attack. In the past, I would just sort of skim and get the general idea. But now I really drill down on it and try to find ways to put it into practice. And by doing that, I've kind of come to understand some things. Like about what Manon would do in various situations. I kind of see which scenarios she might have problems with. And I find myself thinking, what would I do in that situation? So I feel like I'm finally starting to find my own fighting style.
It's all about learning the basics and building from there. It's always best to watch and learn from others. Now I agree with the first one.
Yeah, I'm trying out lots of different stuff. I've learned that there's always more than one way of doing things. I wouldn't be where I am now without Manon. I hope I can repay her someday. And you too, of course. That's why I have to keep working hard to keep up with you two. Okay, break time is over. I just thought of a new combat tactic. I can't wait to try it. Well, see you later.
Later. Okay, let's go there. Kanui and Glam. Have trees here. What is this?
Ah, I didn't know you were here. There are far fewer enemies here now, but we still need to patrol the area. Do you happen to have a moment?
Yeah.
Thank you. I have a question. It's in regards to Commander Glenn. In all honesty, what is your impression of him?
He's strong, I'll say this.
Huh? Yes, I suppose he is. There is no stronger Ark's defender. I must say, I wasn't quite expecting that answer. He is a man of few words, and that can often be misinterpreted. It can be even more pronounced when he's focused on an operation. But the truth is that he takes very good care of those under his command. He always takes point in enemy territory. And he stays behind to guard our retreat. He says it's the best way to reduce casualties. That's the reason why his troops trust him implicitly. And that deep trust is what allows us all to put our lives on the line for the mission. However, I confess that there are times I wish he was a little more approachable. Especially when he meets new people. A member of the Alio supply unit once shared her impression of the commander with me. She was afraid that she might not make it out in one piece if she were ever to upset him. She was always easygoing with everyone else, yet strangely stiff around the commander. I did think it was strange. But I'm glad it was cleared up before it caused a problem.
Who was it? I have a feeling I know who it was. I'll ask, who was it?
I believe her name is Citri.
Citri.
If, by some chance, you happen to know her, please reassure her. The commander is not actually scary. He simply looks stern and doesn't speak much. You're one of the very few Ark's defenders that Commander Glenn trusts. I truly hope you'll continue to be someone he can count on. Thanks for everything.
And now we talk to Glenn. Come on, game, you're loading. Okay, now we talk to Glenn, and that concludes the extra scenes. We have a cocoon here. I don't think so. There's ice. Oh, the mag. Oh, great work. I just received the data. I think I can make progress now. This is huge help. Thank you. Okay, let's go. Glenn. Where are you, Glenn? There. There's a red container. Okay, where are they? There's one here, one there.
Hey!
Where's the sound? He's here. Hey, Glenn.
Oh, it's you.
What are you up to? Is there something interesting here?
Nope. Just out on patrol. There's nothing strange about a commander taking his turn at watch duty. Even if Kanui doesn't like it. Supplies have been getting through to us from Aelio a lot more easily. But we're still short-handed against all these enemies. The fatigue can start to build up. I figure if I've got the energy for it, it makes no sense for me to sit around in a chair all day. That's all there is to it.
That's pretty considerate toward those under your command. The truth is, you're just a nice guy. I'll say this.
I'm not. Well, Central didn't. Crawford didn't want me coming here, but I came anyway. The people at this camp are all here because they agree with my vision. I didn't even ask. They all volunteered. Quite a few of them. Even left behind family in Aelio. They threw away everything they had. Follow me on this crazy mission. I don't intend to just throw them away. They need to be well rested, to give everything they've got to fighting. It's really the least I can do for them.
But once you burn out, don't you need to rest sometimes? They are both the same thing.
I rest when I can. Well, I need to get back to it. I still have a little way to patrol. I doubt you'll have any problem with the enemies around here. But don't get careless. You never know when dolls might appear. I'm not interested in seeing your name on a memorial anytime soon.
Okay, we have more scenes. Well, let's return to the camp now. Okay, let's report to that girl that I completed her quest.
So, how are things?
Where is she? This girl? No, it's this one. It's you.
Howdy!
Oh, did you get some crisp stia octopuses and rich stia hermit crabs? It would be great if you had 5 of each. Give it. Thank you. Whoa, these are really nice. I hope I can do justice to find ingredients like this. Unfortunately, not many people here have much interest in food. They're always just eating quick foods or their ARC's rations. I guess that is a little more practical when the fighting is fierce. But at very least, I would like to make some proper meals for them while they are at camp. Life's too short to eat boring food all the time, don't you think? That's why I want to bring a little joy to everyone by coming up with better food. I hope you help me with that.
Bye!
Okay, let's see. You have more quests? Yes, give me. Oh, do you have time now by any chance? There's actually some other ingredients I'd like to get a hold of. I have a feeling I can make something amazing with them. What? You want meat? Okay.
Is that so?
Yes, thank you. I need some light Tiamits and some rich Tiamits. There are tons of dolls and altars in Stia, but you can find tames if you look. Help me make the perfect meal, okay? Okay, I'm counting on you. I need to find a rich one.
Hi!
Hey.
So, how are things?
Hey, welcome. I've been meaning to talk with you. I'm Akatsuki. I'm the first squad leader of this Vanguard unit battle group. Dozer is always talking about you. We go way back. I've known him since he was still a greenhorn. There are only a handful of Arcs defenders he speaks highly of, so I was interested in meeting you. And it happened to have an assignment you're perfect for. I sure hope you can accept it. And let's take it. Defeat wasps.
Yeah.
That's what I like to hear. I need you to take out some trash in the resin plant. There's an enemy in there known as Scout Wasp. If it spots you, it calls you in Behavior E guard units. I'm worried about the guards getting overwhelmed by sudden reinforcements, so I'd like to keep their numbers to a minimum. That's why I need you to defeat the Scout Wasp. The best way to deal with it is to take it before it can call for help. But that's not easier said than done. Can't wait to see how you do it.
See you next time.
Okay, let's go meet Kanui. Where is she? I don't know. Is she here? Check the map. She's supposed to be up there. Red container, let me get this. One more. Oh, there. She's down. No, she's here. Hey, Kanui.
Oh, I didn't know you were there. I just remembered something I wanted to discuss with you. Tell me, what were your thoughts the first time you saw all of this?
Shock.
Not surprising. I felt the same. You know, Glenn's scout team was the first to discover this place. I was a part of that team. Dolls do not only come from above, they're also produced somewhere on Helpha. That's what Hibana said. But I never thought that it would look like this. The commander originally formed the scout team to capture this place as soon as possible. Incidentally, what did Crawford have to say about this place before you came here?
Nothing. He was vague because of the situation with Glenn. I'll say this.
Oh, I see. Even I was surprised to receive such a sudden call. Well, unfortunately, as I'm sure you can tell, we've hardly even begun to start researching this place. But we do know that this is an energy plant. We know the plant's core system and the doll's production line are in fact linked. And that this plant's energy is distributed throughout all of Halpha. We also know that simply destroying this production line could affect the entire system. And that's about it. We intend to research and carefully analyze the system's configuration, and then shut the production line down gradually. Well, that is our plan. It looks like the tech team on assignment here from Aelio can finally get to work on everything. At first, we thought that simply destroying anything in sight would take care of it all. But it turns out it's not that easy. So, for the time being, we have to wait before we can declare total victory in this region. We sincerely appreciate your continued support until that day comes. Thanks for everything.
Okay, there's a Ryuker device here. Let's use it. Those. That's not it. Carambola. Obtain the famous carambolas during day. What about the other one? Are you a carambola? This is a vegetable. It will show. It's not showing, so this is the place to do the... Are you Thames? Yeah, they are Thames. No. I don't wanna fight. I'm looking for carambolas. Am I still in the region? No, I let. Yes, I'm still. Okay, we have those trees there. There it is. Carambola. Let's collect everything here. Oh, this is the place.
Wow!
Bring them back. Talk to Yunica. Okay, this is the new place to complete the fruits and vegetables. Quests. Where are these guys? There's a barrier here. Where are they? Okay. Oh, I was there, damn it. Three pots. I can see one there. There's one here. Where's the other one? Keep here, keep here. Where is it? I can see you. Oh, there. Okay. Where's the container? Here. Collect a lot of vegetables. Hey, I completed your quest. Oh, did you get some Listia meats and rich Stia meats, light Stia and rich? It'd be great if you had each of 5. I have. Thank you. This should allow me to try a variety of preparation styles. First, I'll dump them in a pot along with some nice seasonings. What's with that funny face? You don't think this will work? Well, it's true that I'm a little more talented at the eating part than the cooking. Food was so abundant in Alio Town. It sure was great. The separation between the battle group and the supply support group wasn't so clear-cut there. We all fought, cooked, and ate together. It's those wonderful memories that keep me going here, you know? I just keep on trying out new recipes to find the ones that work. I'm sure I'll hit the mark every once in a while. I won't give up. At least, not until I make the best meals anyone's ever had. We have new quests. No. Hey, I completed your quest too. Hey, hi there, looks who's back. Those are famous Stia carambolas. Let me take a look. Whoa, they're pretty amazing. I heard the quality of rare foods is not always consistent. Sometimes amazing and sometimes it's just awful. And it's weird that you can only find this fruit during the day too. Anyway, there will be plenty of time to figure all that out later. Rare foods makes great research materials, you know? And you can exchange them for the goods with another trader. It's up to you what to do with them. Personally, I just want to use them for food research.
Bye bye.
That's it. Okay. Alright guys, I'll stop here. Use this playlist to watch the other parts, and bye for now.